All right, good morning. Let me hurry up and pause this before it starts the song back over. Okay, cool. All right, good morning, y'all. So I don't have a lot of time to talk this morning because I actually have to get to a dental appointment. Yeah, thank the goddess. Thank the goddess. And you know what? I want to talk to y'all about a couple of different things, but I'm going to start off by talking about something real important, okay? And, I am going to take a break, like I said, from YouTube for a minute. I'm going to take a step back, but I want to talk about a client and I want to talk about the fact that I just had another client victory. And I want to get into detail about this because, when it comes to the spirit realm and when it comes to things that are happening spiritually, it's real wicked out there. It's real, real wicked. And so the client victory that I want to talk about is a soul retrieval that I had to do. So basically, with this client, pretty much the standard was done to the client. She's in a relationship with somebody that she was in love with, and somebody else wanted this person, okay, and casted a whole bunch of negative spirits on the situation, totally put him into this bondage, snatched parts of his soul out, and pretty much had this man puppeteering him. Now, the problem is that this man was very important, okay? A doctor. Client's person of interest is a doctor. And this is a very successful doctor that is basically a millionaire. And I could see it in spirit that, him and my client are supposed to be together. And, but somebody decided to come in anyway. Client and person of interest was, in limbo for pretty much the past 3 years. And, this guy had pretty much walked away, had not been in contact with the client for 4 months. No, 2 months. 2 months. She hadn't heard from him at all. She was given bad advice from her spiritualist. And it's not nobody on YouTube in case somebody, and I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to try to like do a crash course of all of this stuff. And then I'm going to pretty much back up because honestly, I'm doing a lot of advertisement in other places, and I'll talk to y'all about all that. But I did a soul retrieval for the client. She hadn't seen him in a couple of months. He came through for her last night. Okay, big victory. Okay. And like, so with the soul retrieval rituals, this is one of the reasons why a lot of people's love spells don't work. And it's because a lot of the times when you are dealing with a lover, people are not just breaking people up. People are literally taking people's soul fragments. They're fragmenting people's soul and spirit. And they are putting other spirits in them. So, I mean, obviously, from what client reported back to me, there is going to be additional work that is going to be needed to be used, but I'll be working with this client for probably at least a year. Whenever you have any situation like that, I can tell you that it's going to take at least a year to get things back on track. And I just obtained this client. Okay. So that's another victory. Okay. Seriously. Because not only, was the client hurting, he came back to her, he helped her out financially. Okay. And so, yeah. Now, I want to talk about how everybody hating, everybody want to be something that they not. Everybody wants the power. Everybody wants, and then I also want to talk about males that are hating big time, especially when it comes to YouTube.com. I am a single practitioner. I am single at the moment. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all about this. Like, as a spiritualist, as a witch, I can't be with a man that looks down on witchcraft. I can't be with a man that looks down on women. I can't be with a man, a misogynist like that. The man that I have to settle down with is somebody that, number one, is spiritually smart. He has to be on his stuff, and he has to, in my humble opinion, what spirit is telling me is that the man that I settle down with, he he has to work with me on these cases. And I think that with everything that's going on, if you're a witch, either he got to be extremely protected by ancestors to where, he can't be affected by outsiders. He can't be affected by outsiders. He's got to be spiritually smart and he's got to be spiritually protected. If you don't have that, what can end up happening as a spiritualist is that anybody can light a candle, even if it's somebody that's not powerful. Anybody can light a candle, and the next thing you know, this person that you're dealing with is flying off the handle and acting a fool and doing all kinds of things that serve as either a distraction or things that may serve as a weakness at a time when it is important. If you're gonna have a man and you're a witch, you have to have a man that's gonna be strong. You can't have no man that is highly susceptible to negative spirits. He got a Roman eye. He looking at this vagina over here, that vagina over there. He's got to be on point. A man has to be on point if he is going to call himself my husband. For example, if I take a case and I'm dealing with the client's case and the client case involves another witch that's doing work on the case, and that other witch already got warrior spirits set up to attack anybody involved that's going to do anything to break the will of that witch. And you as a witch or a spiritualist, you have a husband or a boyfriend or a boo thing or a booty call that is not either smart, not on your side, or on some bull crap, flaky, up and down all over the place. What will end up happening is that those warrior spirits will kick into gear, and then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Not only am I dealing with the client, I'm dealing with that witch. I'm dealing with the warrior spirits of that witch or demons, and he acting a fool. He cheating, verbally abusing, emotionally abusing, robbing you, beating you. Can't have that. Can't have no man like that around. Because what he will do is that's why I'm glad I live alone. I live alone. I don't, I have my children here, but my children, they are protected in spirit. They trust me. They listen to me. Okay. So I have an older son and he's a rock. He is a rock. Okay. But he ain't gonna always live with me. You know what I'm saying? But I can't have no man that's all over the place and shifty. And then I can't have no man that don't believe in witchcraft anyway, because a man like that is very ignorant. Now, in reality, men do believe in witchcraft. They do. They believe in it, but they only believe in the male version of the craft, which may come in the form of Christianity. Okay. And as a woman, it would be okay for me to be a Christian practitioner. The problem is that when you have a man that totally discounts and tries to disempower the woman at every turn, it's not that it can mess with client cases, because it doesn't. Because I've been going through hell the past week and a half, on some BS, and client's man came right back within a week of me doing that soul retrieval ritual. So you can't cause no obstacles, but what you can do is you just weaken the woman. And I never did understand a man that wants to weaken a woman unless he is a misogynist, or either he gay or he's stupid. You know what I'm saying? So it's really like that. Like, I don't mind being single. I can't have no man around me that is spiritually ignorant. You got to be on point. You have to be on point. I'm not going to be taking this one down. I take down the only shows that I take down is the shows that are being manipulated when the reality is totally being manipulated. That's the only time I do that. Otherwise, and the only time that happens, because I'm not never weak. I've been doing this for several years. The only time I've been weakened is because I've been involved with somebody that is weak, or either that is stupid enough to be going against me. So, like, for example, a lot of that bull crap that was happening the past 24 hours, all that stuff don't even exist in reality. And the only reason why it was even created or even touch my reality is because I had an agent that I was dealing with who is an unwilling, unknowing agent of somebody else. So I'm not dealing with that no more. I'm not. It's way too important. Like, for example, I just had to bind a couple of different men a few minutes ago, males. Okay. And these men are being driven by these women that feel that they need to try to take away from me. If I find out that you're an agent for that kind of crap, you're not going to be dealing with me. You're going to be dealing with my spirits. So I have sacrificed enough, have been through enough pain and suffering for love. It ain't about love all the time. It's about spirit. If you my husband, you got to know that if you think in some type of way about me, that could possibly be a negative spirit on you. I can't have somebody that is flaky, that's a leaf. I got to have a rock. I can't have a leaf blowing in the wind. I can't have that. And I will not have it. Not only can I not have it, but I will not have it. Because what you do is you create trauma and drama. You're being used as a catalyst. Okay. Like I said, witches will cast stuff out there. They have all sorts of intents. And if you my dude, you my man, or even if me and you just friends, if we friends, if we just cool, you can't be coming at me with no drama. You got to be strong. You can't be coming at me like, oh, all of a sudden I can't trust you. I got to do this to you. No, because I don't have nobody in my life. I'm not going to have you in my house if you can't trust me. I'm not going to have somebody in my home that cannot trust me. I don't bring that kind of crap into my home. So if you ignorant enough to be sitting in my face with your flesh and your blood and bone, and you're sitting up here being compromised by all kinds of spirits because people are working on you, and you're not clear enough on that, and then you going around doing all kind of stuff, because to be honest with you, there is absolutely nothing that anybody can do. That's just like another witch's business. If that witch is meant to be in business and she helping clients, I can't do nothing to stop that. Why would I even want to? Same thing goes for men. There's nothing that they can do. They can talk about me. They can call me a bitch, a hoe, a slut. They can drop revenge porn on me. It's not going to ever stop the spiritual business. It's not. It's not going to stop it. Because this is my path, and I choose at the moment to take this path alone, because to be honest with you, I got so many male spirits around me. Listen, I am a child of Shango. That's all I need at this point. I don't need no man in the flesh. Shango will lead a man to me that is supposed to be my partner in this. Because me and my lover or my partner or my husband, we're not supposed to be killing love. We supposed to be saving love. We supposed to be destroying hate. We're not supposed to be basking in the ambience of hate and being puppeteered in hate. So I can't do that no more. That's not happening anymore. And I'm not going to be fooled again. I can sit up here all day and night and say, I love you. You like a puppy. I love you. I want, listen, my partner, I ain't supposed to have to do work on my partner every day. He's supposed to be there. He's supposed to know about the business. He's supposed to be on point. I work with a lot of women and a few men. I've had a few male clients. I work with a lot of women that are very important people. And also, you know what I'm saying? I can't be having you around me and you creating obstacles or delays that's going to affect my clients. That's really basically what that's about. And I can't do that. I'm working with I work with a lot of women that are dealing with these negative spirits, and I gotta stay on point. And I definitely can't have no man around me that's scared of spirits. I can't have you around me. If you don't take it seriously, you got to go. And you will go. You will go, hon. You will go. Because this is very serious. It's serious as a heart attack. I would rather do what I'm doing by myself because I'm strong by myself than to have somebody around me that's trying to weaken me, especially when you are a man that is being compromised by lower vibrational entities and spirits. You cannot be around me. And I definitely can't be sleeping with no man with them lower vibrational entities on him. And the fact that you keep accepting them, you keep bringing them in, it just it can't happen. Not just for business sake, but for my own personal mental and physical health. I can't have that kind of mess, and I'm not. And I can't have somebody goofy. You a goofy coming in the like TJ Smarts coming in the chat room laughing. This ain't funny. You real goofy. You want to laugh everything off. This ain't no joke. My clients pay me way too much money. I'm too valuable. I ain't about to have that. So I want to let everybody know on this website until I introduce my other half, I am single and not involved with anybody. And I'm certainly not going to be involved with somebody that allows themselves to be compromised by powerless. Powerless. There is no demon that has any power up against me, none whatsoever. That's what makes me special. No demon has power over me. And my other half, ain't no demon gonna have power over my other half like that. Nah. So I can sit up here and have feelings for you. Feelings are nothing but feelings. Feelings ain't nothing but feelings. I'm talking about what's best for me and what's best for business because spirit's about to cut all of that out. That's done. And it seemed like everybody hating. If you are a man that just hangs, if you're a hater, you got to go. And the problem is that there are some people to where people just, I mean, I've seen people with very weak mental skill just be able to compromise certain people. And the next thing I know, a few years ago, I was being threatened to be shot. I can't have nobody like that around me. And it doesn't matter what any community on YouTube wants. or expects, honestly, people's opinion on the situation does not matter. My relationship with my clients and their relationship with me, none of them are worried about that. None of them are worried about that. Nobody is worried about that. That's some goofy stuff that don't have nothing to do with nothing. Okay. And the fact that you're a male and you're trying to use your masculinity to do stuff like that, you're going to have to hear from God. And you will hear from God. You will. You'll hear from God. Trust me. I woke up this morning tooth throbbing. Now I'm gonna go in a minute here because I have to get ready to go to a dentist appointment. That pain that I was in this morning reminded me that I ain't surrounded by the correct people. So when I feel like I'm not surrounded or associated with the correct people, I'm going to start cutting people off. Let me do a sound check real quick, make sure. Yeah, yeah, I'm cutting all that off. You involved with that goofy stuff that don't have nothing to do with nothing, and you running around here, trying to impress low life bums, you got to go. You got to go. If you allow lesser gods to continue to compromise your connection with me, you got to go. And I definitely can't have no misogynist. I'm going to tell you something. I can't deal with no misogynistic male. I'm not going to do it. And it's a lot of them on this website. And yes, I think I got hoodooed or something. Somebody must have lit a bunch of candles on me and it worked. But I'm not having that no more because you're not bad for business. People can look at you. You know what I'm saying? First of all, clients talk. Clients talk. Okay, I have way too many. I have way too many testimonials, way too many people that go to spiritualists and witches that talk about me, and they know that my work works and they know exactly who I am. To where this goofy stuff on YouTube means nothing. These fake people on YouTube, you mean nothing. That stuff don't mean nothing in the grand scheme of things. And I'm turning away and looking away. Now, if anybody, that's just like if you're a viewer. If you're a viewer or a friend of mine and me and you cool and you respect what I do and I've done work for you and you know the stuff that I do work, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy when you go and you speak to your clients and they're telling you, oh my God, this is happening now, that is happening now. And they come back to you and they report back to you the victories and the successes. And then you go to the people that you supposed to trust the most and they telling you stupid. They telling you dumb. They telling you that you ain't about nothing. There is no way in hell I should ever be involved with something like that. I shouldn't even have to hear it, see it, or experience it at all. So over the past 24 hours has truly been an awakening for me of self-love and knowing exactly what needs to be done. And I'm sorry, after you have went and become compromised so many times, to the point where I'm asking you why? Why would you do this to me? Why? Then I realized that you're just working against me on purpose and I'm gonna have to deal with you. If I could know that you would that I could trust you, to where you're not going to be doing that mess no more. Because for a little while, a lot of these, especially these male misogynists, it's like, first, and listen, if my spiritual work can't keep you straight, if my spiritual work, if the things that I know, my knowledge can't keep you straight in my life, then it just ain't meant for you to be in my life, evidently. And if you keep doing it over and over again, and you refuse to listen to me when I give you spiritual advice and let you know, hey, you're being influenced by A, B, C, and D, and you sitting up here spitting in my face, talking crazy to me, you got to go. And you were given a time limit. You were given a time limit. You were tested, and you proved to me. You proved to me that you that not only, okay, we are, I mean, we may already know that me and you don't belong together in a relationship, but you done proved to me that you just boo-boo the fool. You done proved to me that maybe perhaps, you know, I don't even know what to say about you. Especially when somebody can cast a cheap, flaky scapegoating spell on you so that you can turn on me and blame me, and then it just work on you. I'm sorry, I done seen certain people where people just, they don't even matter. All they got to, they ain't even got to light no candle. All they got to do is say something, and then you flying all, you all over in left field. You know, I'm sorry, I can't. That's why I don't have no friends on this website either, just a select few people that I can get down with. But I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to be my man, another person just talking to you or saying something to you can't compromise you. And then you walk up, you looking away and looking at me, and you creating danger for me and mishaps for me. You trying to make things harder on me. I can't have that, because this is not a joke and it is not a game. And if you don't believe in it, if you don't think that is real, then you need to get away from me anyway. But we all know that you do believe that it's real. But the problem is that some of these males and these misogynistic females, you know what I'm saying? And you can't do that. You got to be on point. You have to be on point. So that's what, even if you a friend of mine, I done had friends, people that were claiming to be my friends, all of a sudden you know, a spirit come up to them and turn them against me. Then they running around in social media, you know what I'm saying, doing crazy stuff. Man, I gotta have people that's strong around me. And I definitely don't need no clout chasers or petty people, man, because I am beyond petty. I can't have that around me. That, to me, that's a weakness to me. Knowing I'm a good person, knowing I sacrifice for you, knowing that I've done that, and you just continuously do that. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I have given people chances to the point where I have done work 1000% that should have worked, but some people are just willfully blind. So this is when I go back into my bubble. I have my left-handed spirits on one side, and I got Shango on my right side, and I stay by myself. I don't have time for it. I don't have time for arguments, judgment. You know, you sitting up here listening to people that ain't up. How you gonna sit up here and let somebody that and a lot of people, their accomplishments can be seen as different. So this ain't even about, there's a lot of people that have accomplished a lot that have it out for me. You know what I'm saying? They got it out for me. They may have a lot of accomplishments. They may have professional careers and money. So money and professional careers, that's not even what it's about. But if you with me, you with me. So nobody should be able to. I don't care if it's the high echelon or lower echelon. If you supposed to be by my side, then you supposed to be with me, not constantly discrediting me, calling me broke and wishing bad on me. Man, you can curse like that. Because I can tell you right now, I mean, I don't care how many people you got. I don't care what you doing. You are never touching me ever, no matter what you do. And my spirits might even let you get away with some stuff. But when it's time to cash in, it's time to cash in. It's time for that. When that bell ring, when that alarm ring, that means your time is up. And see, everybody has free will. Everybody has a choice. And so that means that you made a choice to go against me specifically on some lower vibrational crap that goes completely against God and any God. So not only did you go against me, but you knew you was going against God at the same time. You knew that none of that was vetted by God, but you decided to disgrace me, try to throw dirt and crap on me anyway. So I'm good by myself. But I'm gonna be going through Shango and Oshun because Oshun has came into my life full circle. At first, I was kind of nervous about working with Oshun. I've been working with her. They're gonna both bring me a husband that can be by my side in this work here. My health and my happiness has been compromised by somebody that could not keep it together. You have to be able to keep it together. And that makes no sense for it. And see, that's why I said a lot of these men don't know the difference because they done been around too many women that are willing to sell their body and all that stuff and for the lowest amount. You know what I'm saying? But for me, you got to understand about me. If I lay down with you and I give you my body, that means something. So you can't come to me if Jamila, let me tell you something. If Jamila gives you any of her time, that means that I must have saw something special in you. That means that you are special to me. Don't come at me all the time trying to make it seem like I'm this or I'm that because you confused and I don't have time for no confusion. I don't have time for no confusion. And I really don't. So, like I said, client victory, hello. Yeah. I can't do nothing for a stupid man that's trying to compete against me. I can't do nothing for you, hon. And that's the difference between my real client cases and some of this jackassery that we've been seeing in social media. You just always been against me, and you're going to willfully be against me, and you can be binded. Unless you come at me and you come clean, that's all it is to it. And I'm not making excuses for nobody. I'm not even going to lie to you. I saw the person that was at the hub of all of this false reality that was being created. But when you supposed to be close to me. I got your head covered and protected, and you uncovering your head. You working against me. I can't do nothing for you if you working against me. And why would you want to work against me? I'm one of the most trusted in this business, but even when it comes to my interpersonal relationships, I don't do people dirty. I don't. That's a lie. So you doing stuff because you allow yourself to be compromised. You allow something negative to lie to you, and then you just go. And then you just go with it. And then I'm supposed to be compromised. My spirit said, no, that ain't going to happen no more. I don't care what you do. Go and drop revenge porn. Go lie. Go do whatever you got to do. I can promise you that you're going to get boxed in at this point. Okay? You going to get dealt with. Hello, Nina. Hello. Good morning. So, and so I'm definitely taking a break from a lot of that fake crap that has been going on here, y'all. I cannot. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do it because I don't have any dog in that fight. I do not have any dog in whatever fight that these people got going on. I don't have nothing to do with that, but yet I'm constantly being pulled into that. Like, for example, yesterday, I'm sitting up here because I think what happened was I had ate some tacos and something got lodged in this damn tooth. And see, I've been planning on getting it pulled out, which I'm gonna go in a few minutes here because I got to get to my appointment. Something had gotten lodged in this tooth. It's like a little bitty piece of something. And I had been trying to get it out because all of a sudden it got inflamed. I was in a lot of freaking pain, a lot of pain. And see, I got a dental discount program that I got, for me and the kids or whatever. And so I was just brushing and swooshing I was doing my oil pulling, and I think it finally came out last night, but the tooth gonna have to get pulled today. I'm gonna beg them people. I'm gonna be like, please just pull this tooth out, please, just and send me home so I ain't gotta worry about it no more. I'm gonna get this tooth to the tooth fairy. But last night I'm sitting up here dealing with that and then also dealing with three different clients. So I got many arms, many hands. And I know I'm struck because God ain't gonna put too much on me that I can't handle, but it's certain stuff I shouldn't be involved with. So I'm sitting here dealing with being in pain. I couldn't sleep all night because somebody was worrying the entire. If you a man, you got to understand, especially when you around a bunch of witches and I'm supposed to do the work for you. No, you supposed to help me with that. You supposed to help yourself. I ain't always supposed to be looking out for you having to do everything. But I was up all night and then I finally get to sleep. And then these fools over there got my picture in the and now all that getting cut off. And it was only one thing linking me to that. And I can't deal with that no more. I can't. You make a choice. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you my soulmate, twin ray, twin flame. Man, you make a choice to get involved with some stupid crap like that. That's your choice. I don't have to choose that with you. So, and it's not my fault. I'm not gonna feel guilty because I already see what can happen to you. And then you disrespecting me at the same time while I'm trying to protect you and help you. And you disrespecting me and degrading me and lying and perpetrating an entire fraud, playing around. You playing. This ain't no game. And that's anybody. That's anybody, but especially if it's somebody I'm sleeping with. And then if you somebody that I'm sleeping with, right? Like I can understand because a lot of my clients, when I bring their man back to him, he may have bad spirits on him or whatever. And that's something that we all go through. but you keep reinfecting yourself with these negatively charged people and you just won't stop. And then you're expecting me to look out for you and to accept this when you're purposely making things harder because you feel like, well, I ain't got to listen to you because you a woman. Yes, you do. That's just like if you my man, I'm going to listen to you. You got to listen to me too. So I'm single for the time being and I'm good. I'm good. Okay. I'm single and I'm good because I don't have no time for that, man. Like seriously, like, you know what I'm saying? And when you done prove to me over and over again that you on some stupid stuff, and I'm sitting up here being, been very, very successful in what I'm doing, and I went through struggle for you, and you bragging about it, like you think that that's cute? That you call struggle in my life? Don't nobody want no man like that around them. You a child. You childish. And it's okay to make mistakes, but when you so childish and when you so blind that you can't even admit to it, you done put people's lives at stake. You know what I'm saying? On some dumb stuff. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you something. I've been running my business for several years now. It's I do it real easy and breezy. It's easy for me. There have been times, y'all, where I've ran into spirits and they have been kind of scary or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I trust and have faith in God. I have trust and faith in my spirits. I trust my spirits over any man. And if you a man that don't trust my spirits, you got to go. And everything that came along with you gotta go. And I ain't worried about you and I don't need you. And every time every little single false reality is being created, you accept it as gospel. And I got to wait 3, 4 days, up to a week, 2 weeks, a month for you to figure out what's going on. And yeah, Nina, but it ain't even really about respect. Like, it's about, listen, you got somebody throwing a spirit at you. And instead of you realizing and recognizing, just yesterday, I felt this way, but today I feel different. You ever stop to think that maybe somebody could have sent a spirit to you and maybe that's why you acting like that? And people playing you because they think that if they play you, they can get to me. And I done already proved that my haters, they have no power over me. So I'm getting ready to rest and recuperate, get myself together. And so I'm gonna have to talk to this one person whose live I was on. It was so weird. And see, like if you the man and you supposed to lead, then lead, but you ain't supposed to help lead me to some false reality that don't even make no sense. You lead me down that road to that false reality and you're allowing it to happen. And why would you allow it? You supposed to lead. But at the same time, you're supposed to accept my wisdom. You're supposed to do that. But instead, you running around here trying to get on some hoes. You running around here trying to impress pimps. You supposed to be trying to impress me and my spirits. You supposed to be bringing flowers to my spirit. You ain't supposed to be doing that. Part of the reason why, because I'm gonna get me some of that spice rum today. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to drink it because I'm probably gonna be, after I get this tooth pulled, but price like towards the end of this week. But see, my spirits, they want an offering of that spice rum. And see, a lot of people that used my spirits, if you used my spirits and you disrespecting me while at the same time discounting them, you sitting up here, you got rum and you ain't made not one offering to my spirits. And then sitting up there, ha ha ha, I'm drinking on some spiced rum. And well, you think I can't buy no spiced rum? I got plenty of money to buy spiced rum and eggnog. And you sitting up here teasing my spirits, acting a fool. I'm going to back up away from you before that lightning bolt hits you. I'm going to back up away from you. What's up, Jen? I'm going to back up away from you because you tripping. Okay, you tripping. And you need to be able to admit when you're tripping. You know, that's just like yesterday. I can totally admit, like, it was some, because it was a false reality that was being created. But sometimes when you go into the matrix like that, a false reality, it's not about the matrix. It's about how do people respond to it. And when I see that you responding to it and you accepting of it, then you know, I don't know what to tell you because I ain't got time for that. And here's another thing I want to say to everybody that's in that sector. I don't have to use none of y'all name for views. None of my clients care about that black sector. Jen, do you actually care about that black sector? None of my clients care about that black sector. They done heard about me through the grapevine. They would never make a decision based upon that sector. They already know what the deal is. I don't have to use it. 9 times out of 10, if I gave you any amount of attention in social media, that's a blessing for you. That meant that you meant enough for me to even acknowledge you. And if you take that acknowledgement and you don't understand it, because if I'm straight up and down, and if I'm telling you this person is talking about me and I don't like them, and then you coming at me with some other stuff and then talking about I'm clout chasing, why would I need to clout chase anybody in that sector for any reason? For what? There's no spiritual clients coming to y'all. Trust me. Y'all, and this is what I don't understand about those men. They are not in competition with me. And some of the women that they've been involved with, they probably were in competition with me, but they realized quickly ain't no clients coming through that sector, none whatsoever. Nobody, nobody is paying attention to anything that is happening. Now, if you are somebody that starts a spiritual channel or you come on my channel and we talk about spiritual stuff, that's different. But over there in that sector where they talking about boo boo the fool and yimp got gap, no. No, no client is paying attention to you. And what am I here for? I am not here for that sector. So stop accusing me of clout chasing. Why would I need to clout chase through that sector? Tell me how does that help me in this spiritual war? How does that help me at all? It doesn't. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and if you accept stupidity, I don't care how many damn candles I light. I don't work with women's men to where they just accept stupidity. So there has been times where I haven't been successful when working on a man because he just accepts that stupidity as gospel. He just accepts it. It's nothing I can do for you if you don't know how to receive it. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Now we can remove those spirits, but if a person keeps accepting that stupidity, what can we do? If you a man or a friend in my life, what you should be focused on is making sure that we all successful so that we can chill and parlay at that lake house. If you are going anywhere beyond, below, or even above that at this moment, then you don't have a place in my life. And if you hate me so much to where you don't want to celebrate with me and you on some I want to try to hurt High Priestess Jamila and I can't stand her, well then get on somewhere then. And to be honest with you, nobody that I have a personal involvement with should ever be on this website doing certain things. You shouldn't be doing that. You should be speaking to me about those things in private. And if you see a bunch of men are talking about us, you need to put those men in check. First thing you need to say to them, hey, Jamila is handling her business for her company. Leave her alone. If you are a man that can't do that, then I don't want to hear nothing that you got to say. Because you ain't saying nothing. You being selfish, you require too much attention, because I'm very, very, what do you call that? Self-reliant. I'm a very self-reliant person. I don't need constant reassurance all the time. If it is what it is, I know it, and that's all it is to it. But you are purposely allowing people to sabotage you and then trying to sabotage me at the same time. I'm like, my spirits came in and said, we ain't having this no more. And with that said, guys, I gotta go. But yes, I was so happy for the client, because the guy that she's dealing with is a doctor. He's a millionaire. She's in love with him. She really, of course, that's like a bonus. You know what I'm saying? You get a man that you're in love with and he got money to treat you like a princess or a queen. That's like a bonus. That's amazing. That's what every woman should want, for real. That's what every woman should want. So he swooped in like Santa Claus, gave her everything that she wanted. She was, you know what I'm saying? And she was able to take care of me. So that's a victory. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing a victory dance right now. I'm sitting up here. My clients are telling me left and right, oh my God, Jamila, this, and that. And I'm being positively uplifted and charged by all of my clients. But then I come to you, and it ain't nothing but low lifedness and lower vibrational energy that has nothing to do with my reality or my belief system. What do you expect for me to do? You expect for me to uplift you? You expect for me to say, no, I'm not. I had a client last month that, some stuff had happened and she almost lost her professional license and all that stuff. The work that I did saved that client. And it is the truth, guys. I have seen people that have had blocks and curses on them, and people don't want to believe in it. That's fine. But they'll be sitting there 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years later and still be in the same position and be praying to God. But God, for some reason, why you still stuck? Maybe perhaps instead of saying God, like I said, I do believe that you have to be very specific, unless you are speaking to the universe, which is, the planets and energy, but you have to be very specific about what you're talking about when it comes to God. I like to be very specific when it comes to my gods. Even if I work with a planet like Mercury, we know we talking to Hermes. If I'm talking to Jupiter, we know that we talking to Zeus. Or possibly Shango. Thank you, Nina. Yeah, I'm gonna ask them, please. I'm gonna yank this out. The last time I had to get a tooth pulled, Nina, them people was like, okay. They was like, well, cause at the time, cause my blood pressure kind of stayed slightly elevated. They was like, we can't pull it. We may not be able to pull it. I said, man, this tooth is killing me. That's why my blood pressure was up. So they said, let me go ahead. They stuck me with that needle in my gums and they just yanked that bug out. And I was okay after that. This tooth got to go, because it's probably, if you keep a tooth in there too long, it'll mess with your heart. It'll mess with your total body function. So yeah, I'm gonna be getting that pulled out today. You know what I'm saying? And so it ain't about making somebody look stupid, man. Even if you make a mistake, Even if you make a mistake with me and you say, you know what, Jamila, I apologize for that, and then you don't make that mistake again, like I'll be cool with you, but you just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Do you not understand what's happening here? And I'm telling you, what's happening is that they are snatching people's spirit out of their bodies. And I did an apple blessing. I did an onion working on that person. That person did not contact the client until I did a soul retrieval. I had to do a soul retrieval ritual for that for him, and then he popped up all of a sudden. Okay. So I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And so um I'll have her give me a proper testimonial when she's ready, because she's dealing with a lot still, because it was so many negative spirits that was put onto him. So we still have, like, quite a bit of work to do. And I can't be on here arguing with these people. And to be honest with you, my energy don't even go into that. My energy is not being used for that. I make sure I pull all my energy to me. I always do. What am I smelling? Is some Hold on real quick, y'all. I'm gonna wrap this up. Or smelling like sausage. I thought I was smelling sausage. Smell good, whatever it was. It smelled like food. I thought I was smelling food being cooked upstairs. I wonder if I should eat before I go to this appointment. Help. I have the best son in the world, and he's very strong. He's a Leo. My son is a Leo. Okay, he is very strong and powerful. So anyway, y'all have a good one. I tried. That's all I gotta say, is that I tried, man. With certain people, and if and here's the whole thing. I got accused, and I don't know why people, even though you claim you're not listening, you listening, but I got accused of dealing with people for validation. No, I deal with people because I care about them. I don't deal with people for validation. I'm already validated. Why on earth would I need to deal with somebody for validation and then go through a bunch of degradation and craziness? How is that validating me? So it's a lot of people that they function differently, and I'm stepping away from that. I'm definitely I'm not dealing with it. And I would suggest that y'all leave that drama alone too, because Jamila has nothing to do with it. Okay. All this drama on here, all I can say is that people make their own choices, they make their decisions. I'm not gonna be listening to any of it. So I don't need no man on this platform claiming me and all that stuff, because for you to claim me, you got to be ready. You got to understand spirit. You have to learn from me. That's the whole point. And a lot of these men have not been really taught much about spirit. See, and that put me in a compromising situation. Thank God I know about certain home remedies or whatever, and I was able to take care of this tooth until I get it pulled out. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what I'm getting ready to do. So I'm gonna be feeling and looking much better, because of course this tooth still being in there, it made my face look a little bit swollen. My face is swollen because of this tooth. It's been kind of just like, I don't know if it's because because I was treated for antibiotics with it like 2 months ago, and the tooth is got to go. We're gonna give it to the fairy, okay? To the tooth fairy. And so I'll be seeing y'all. I'll be seeing y'all. Okay. But the clowns have got to go. All that clown stuff is over. Okay. And I don't care about somebody, what they said. They don't want me. They want somebody else. I ain't good enough, whatever. I'm good enough for me. I am enough and I'm good enough for me. Okay. All right. I will see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Blessings.